What's up guys, and welcome back to Rabros Gaming. So in today's episode we've got another Call of Duty Cold War best loadout class for you guys, and today we're focusing on the AK-47. So as you guys know, this gun is recoil happy. You cannot control this gun without any mod. I mean, you could, but it's next to impossible to kill enemies. So in this class here, this is the best loadout that you'll have for the AK-47. I would say it's probably the best you'll ever find. I mean, I'm kind of biased too because I'm making the video, but I mean, I've been using this gun quite a bit with multiple different attachments, and this is the best that I've come across. So let's get right into it. But actually, before we do so, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon, turn on notifications. The reason why is we got tons of Cold War videos coming up for you guys. Not only best loadout classes, but also tons of content, especially when the game's released. So make sure you guys do that. So let's get right into it today. So the AK-47. So before we get into the actual gunsmith, I'm going to go over my class itself. So I'm using stim for the tac. Frag, I'm using frag. I'm actually trying to wait for semtac. I'm literally on the verge of getting it, but yeah. Field upgrade, I would say the best to use is field mic. This is my opinion because honestly, you get to see the enemies within a certain vicinity of wherever you plant your field mic. Perks, let's get into perks. So I'm using perk 1 as this right here. Reason is I like to see when somebody's aiming at me. You'll get a little notification on your screen. There's a little bar that pops up wherever the guy is. I could literally drop shot, I could turn around, drop shot, jump shot, turn around, and I could kill him, I'd say about 60% of the time. Now, if you're using a low sensitivity, I'd recommend probably not using this, especially if you're below, I'd say 7 or even 8. If you use anything below 8, good luck trying to get around. It's too slow of a turn, especially if they're right behind you. I'm running on 10 right now, and even 10 is a bit sluggish. So I would say just play around with it, but for me, I'm using this perk here. Perk 2, scab all the way. That's what you need to use. 3, gung ho all the way. For the reason is you can run, like it says right there, move at full speed when reloading. So that's the only reason why I do it. I don't care about the switching. I mean, switching guns faster is great, but it's more so the reload that I'm always running into an issue of. Let's get into wildcards. Now, this is crucial, you guys. You need to make sure you have gunfighter unlocked. If you don't, this video is going to only take you so far because gunfighter gives you 3 additional attachments to add to your gun. So that's crucial to get this set up right. So let's get right into it. So we got optic. Sorry guys. So optic, pretty much what I use is for the AK, I'm using the Hawksmoor. Now, another one that I tend to like to use is the micro flex LED. Just giving you guys a heads up, the optics does not, and I'm going to repeat, does not affect the performance at all through this class right now. This is strictly for, you know, aiming use essentially, right? You could run no stock, you'll get the same performance, the same recoil I'm going to give you guys. So this is all personal and very subjective. I like the Hawksmoor on the AK just because it's got a very steady, very nice viewpoint when you're looking down sight. The Microflex LED is great too. It's a great choice. The Microflex LED, actually, you could see the red dot much quicker than the Hawksmoor. But again, that's, you know, you got to play around with it. Muzzle. Okay, so this part here you guys have to follow to get this gun right. So the agency suppressor is what you need to use here. Reason is right off the bat you're getting a vertical recoil control right off the bat. Next, for the barrel, you need to use paratrooper. For this here is you get 100% damage range right off the bat. So that's the main purpose right there. So paratrooper for the barrel. For the body, we're going to use the ember sight point. So the reason for this is you get that hip fire accuracy. Again, there's some times where you don't have time to aim down sight, you're just spraying with hip fire, to be honest. And you want that extra little, instead of, you know, hip fire is essentially, you'll get a lot of bullet spread, but here you got a more accurate, tight bullet shot from there. Under barrel, you're going field agent grip. Reason for this is the double whammy. You probably hear this in all my videos. This is the only underbarrel I use on all my guns, for the point that you get both vertical and horizontal control. So you saw earlier we already had a 10% increase. Now we're at 16, and right off the bat we got a 20% jump in horizontal recoil, which is, it's great. It's honestly insane, especially for a gun that's recoil happy. So next we're on the magazine. So this is where it's there's 2 options you have here. For my sake, I'm using the Vandal Speed Reloader. The reason is for this is the AK has a pretty strong damage rate. So what happens is if you go with the 40 round right here, the mag speed, you get 40 rounds versus 30 in the Vandal. But with the 40, you also get a 20% reload speed. You get a, starting ammo of obviously 40 versus the 30. Now with the Vandal, the reason why I use this is you get an extra 10% over the 40 rounder in reload speed. So I'd rather take the reload versus the extra ammo for the AK, just because again, the AK has a very strong damage rate and it's got a good range too you could use with it. So for me, I'm using Vandal. You could use 40 if you really want. If you're not that accurate with shooting, go for the 40. If you're more accurate and precise with shooting, I would hands down say Vandal speed reloader. Next, we going into the handle. So the handle, again, there's two options. I'm using the drop shot. I find the drop shot for the AK is definitely strong, stronger than the quick draw. I mean, the quick draw, you could use quick draw. That's another option too. But for me, I'm finding the drop shot hand grip much better. You guys, stock, this is crucial too. You're gonna want to use commando right here. Reason for this is you get a 40% boost in your aim move speed, which is insane. Like, that's huge, right? So aim move speed, you guys know if you're aiming down sight, you could move a little better. Hip fire, yeah, you lose a little bit, but again, we gained that from when we put on, I believe it was the body. Yeah, so see what I mean? It's give and take, right? So some attachments kind of add as a pro, some take away, but it all balances out in the end. Again, hip fire is great, but it's not something I'm really focused on. I'm more focused on the long range and actually the recoil, the vertical and horizontal for this gun. So that's the loadout. I'll just go through it very quickly. You'll see the commando, you'll see drop shot hand grip, you'll see the Vandal speed reload, the field agent, the ember sight barrel. We have now the paratroop, the muzzle, we have the agency suppressor, and the optics, we're using the Hawksmore. And again, the optics, do whatever you guys want. This is all personal preference, but I'm telling you what I think is the best. For secondary, so this is fun. I'm not the type to really use, typically I do use a shotgun in like Modern Warfare, but in Cold War, the 1911 is an insanely strong pistol, you guys. This thing will knock a guy down in between 3 and 5 shots. Like, I'm not even joking about that. If you get a hit, 3 to 5 hits direct on a guy, you'll knock him down. So optic, no optics at all. Reason 4 is, let's be real, the majority of the time you're pulling out your secondaries because you ran out of ammo on your primary and you need to finish the job on getting that guy down or group down. So you don't got time really to scope in and see the guy. So no optic for me. I mean, you could if you want, but I think there's no need, to be honest. Now for the muzzle, this is crucial. You want this one here, the agency suppressor, just because it has that vertical recoil. I don't even care about the radar signature fade because the guy knows where you are regardless, right? So you want that vertical recoil, make sure you got an accurate shot. Barrel, paratrooper all the way. Again, you get that 30% jump in the damage range right there. Muzzle velocity, it's a perk, but that's not what I was going for. The body is ember sighting point right off the bat. This is for the hip fire now. Now the hip fire is crucial too, for the fact that if you're, like I said earlier, you don't always have time to kind of aim down sight. So especially when you're pulling out your secondary, half the time you're not aiming down sight. A lot of times it's just shooting, hip fire shots, right? So the hip fire, that's use the ember sight point there. Magazine, this is also a crucial one to follow. Use the 12 round speed mag. The reason for this is the standard mag is only a 6 rounder, not all big mag at all. And I find myself, to be honest, a lot of times running out of ammo in the pistol. So I used to use the Vandal speed reload, which is great because I get another 15% increase in reload over the 12 round. But the problem is I'm reloading after 6 shots, right? So the whole point of this is having extra bullets to get that second man down or to get that guy down versus reloading. So honestly, yeah, okay, I gain 15% in reload speed, but think about it, you've got 2 mags in one in this clip. So that's right off the bat, not only gain a perk in reload, but you're getting double the ammo. So it's just makes complete sense to go to 12 round on this gun here. Handle, quick draw, no other options here. You need that gun to come out and you need to zoom in right away. That's what you're using quick draw. Don't even bother thinking about anything else, you guys. It's not worth it, to be honest. So that's it for the secondary, you guys. I mean, this gun here, if you're using this class here, I'm telling you guys, this is a insane class for the AK-47. It's probably the best class that you'll make for the AK-47. Let me know in the comments below if you guys do try it out. I'm curious to know how many kills you guys drop in a game. Put it down below. If you guys like this video, give it a nice big thumbs up and share with all your friends. We're here to kind of help you guys get the best loadout classes. I mean, Cold War is coming up to its release date, and for you guys in beta, give it a shot so you guys know what it's like when the game comes out, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you guys haven't done so, remember to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon, you guys. We got tons of Cold War videos coming up and also some other games, you know, coming up too. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.